Kerm Kath was truly a pioneer of Wyoming radio. There was never a better match than Kerm and his beloved radio. At the young age of 21, Kerm bought KGOS and moved to Torrington. From day one, Kerm Kath and radio station KGOS became perfect partners. What made Kerm such a great radio pioneer was his involvement in the community, which became the hallmark of Kerm Kath and his radio station. Bill Law, a fellow colleague of many years, once heard someone say, Kerm would sell a remote broadcast to someone if the water level of the North Platte River went up. Without missing a beat, Kerm responded by saying, "You're only half right. I'll sell a second remote when it goes back down." No one had a more defined grasp than Kerm did of connecting community events to community residents through the use of radio. Kerm created a trusting relationship between his station, his customers, and his listeners. Awareness, trust, and involvement. Nobody did it better. Kerm owned stations in Wyoming, Nebraska, Montana, and Colorado. He also ventured into the fast food business, owning the Tasty Treat in Guernsey, Taco John's, and Dairy Queen in Torrington. He'd do remotes from the top of Dairy Queen, and as cars went by would describe the vehicle, and if they were listening, invite them in for a free milkshake. Many former board members of the WAB fondly remember the meetings at the Kerm Kath cabin in Glendo. Kerm developed the Frontier Recreation cabin sites at Glendo State Park. He also had interests in a farm and ownership in the Lingle State Bank. Kerm worked hard but loved to play as well. With his 3 boys and lovely bride, Dolores, Kerm spent time at the cabin and enjoyed fishing and other activities. Kerm led a fast-paced life, so much so that he suffered open-heart surgery in his 30s, then struggled with his heart condition until he died at the all-too-young age of only 47. In 1976, Kerm received the Distinguished Service Award from the WAB. He served many terms as president and on the board of directors of the WAB. Prior to the 1982 WAB convention, the board had decided to present the Friend of Broadcasting Award to Kerm, and it was felt the convention would be the perfect place to present the award. Unfortunately for all of broadcasting, Kerm passed away just a little over a week before the convention. The directors unanimously consented that the award be renamed the Kerm Kath Friend of Broadcasting Award. The award was presented to the Kath family that year and later presented to Senators Al Simpson and Malcolm Wallop at the convention in 1988.
When Wyoming Senator Alan Simpson came forth with the language problem in Washington, it seemed only appropriate to let our KGOS listeners know our feelings. Here's Kerm Kath with today's Viewpoint.
It's high time to return English as the official language spoken in Washington. I'm Kerm Kath with the language problem in Washington on today's Viewpoint. Wyoming Senator Al Simpson says he is enlisting support for the fight to, as he puts it, return English as the official tongue or language to be spoken in Washington. Senator Al insists the official tongue now is bureaucratese. Our good Wyoming senator cited this example. Submitted attached is our response to your position relative to our answer concerning your question about the statement regarding our facts relating to your allegation superseding the remark on the correction to the addition of the omission in your programming specification. Should your evaluation of our review of your changes lead to revision of the amendment to your omission, our response may require discussion. Senator Simpson translates this to mean, here's what you're looking for, maybe we should talk about it. However, we warned Senator Al that past attempts to reform bureaucratic language has always failed. Bureaucrats usually don't want the public, folks like you and me, to understand what they're doing because usually they aren't doing much of anything. In fact, the only proven cure in terminal cases of bureaucratese might be called rapid transmission of podiatrically embodied kinetic energy to furniture bureaucrat interface, which means a swift kick in the pants. I'm Kerm Kath, that's today's Viewpoint.
Kerm Kath was truly a friend of broadcasting and will be long remembered for the vast contributions he made to the broadcast industry here in Wyoming.